Alrighty, hello, and welcome to Silver Sneakers in the Basement. Alright, so I'm going to move my chair a scooch forward here and make sure that I've got a clear pathway around me, that everything, I can walk behind myself, I'm not going to bump anything, I don't have any plants hanging over my head. And I want you to do the same thing, make sure you've got a clear area to work in, and there's nothing underfoot, like a pair of shoes that you carelessly left somewhere or something like that, because we don't want to land on anything that we can fall on. No, I am on a harder surface. I'm on concrete floor, so if you're on a wood floor or something, that's fine. Be careful that your floor is not slippery. Okay, make sure you're wearing shoes that have good rubber sole, not flip-flops. Must be tennis shoes, must be athletic shoes. I have a few tools to use today. So I have a water bottle, because you need one. And then I have a set of weights and a small ball. Now, if you don't have a small set of weights, right, and I mean 3 pounds or less, you could use up to 5 pounds if you wanted to. You probably don't need anything heavier. If you have it and you want to use it, that's okay. Just be aware if it's too much, put the weights down. But if you don't have a set of weights, somewhere between maybe 5 or 1 pound, that you want to use, full cans of beans or something, or water bottles that are full, could work. So if you have a pair of those, that's great. And then as far as the ball is concerned, if you have a ball, great, but if you don't, a small pillow or a rolled up towel, smaller towel would be a good option to use for that in place of the ball. Mine is actually not even a fitness ball today. I have a little kid's ball that I bought at 5 and below for little children, and it's kind of deflated, which is working out good because now I can hold it a little easier. Just be cautious if you have those fitness balls. They can actually lose their air, so, right? So just be aware that they actually aren't as sturdy as the ones in the classroom typically are. Okay, well, we are going to go ahead and start. Remember, you can sit the whole time. You can do all the movements from the chair if that's better for you. If you feel lightheaded or dizzy, you should sit down immediately and let someone know. You always want to stop. You want to listen to your body. If you feel like you're exerting yourself too much and you need to just stop for a moment, stop for a moment, okay? And nothing should feel painful. Like if you feel it in your muscles, that's okay. But if you start to feel it in the joints, that's telling you you might need to change position or something, okay? So let's begin. We are going to start by standing up and coming a little bit away from our chair. We want to move away from it so that we don't bump it as we get ready. So we're going to bend our knees a little, sink down. We'll take our chin down toward our chest. We'll move our head to one side and then forward to the other side. And then we'll move it to one side and forward to the other. We've got 2 more of these. Good. 1 more set with that head. And now we're taking the head up. And then we're going to start to roll those shoulders up, back, down, and around. Just rotating all the way through. We have about 3 more of these. 2 more. And 1 more. And now I'm going to have you make arm circles. Now, if you're close to that chair, be aware that you don't slap your hand on it by stepping away and going ahead and making those circles a little bit bigger and making sure you got a little movement in the knees, right? Just whatever feels okay with you. Keep breathing. 3 more. 2 more, and 1 more. Good. Now move the arms back, the tailbone's back, the eyes are up. Inhale. Exhale, bring it to the front. Inhale to go back. Exhale to go forward. Give me 2 more. Inhaling back. Exhaling forward. Once more. Inhaling back. Exhaling forward. And then you're going to bring it on down. Start to shrug it and drop it. Shrug it and drop it. 2 more. Shrug it and drop it. Shrug it and drop it. Now one side, then the other. One side, then the other. Good. Perfect. Just making a little bit of movement. Good. You got 1 more set. And then I'm going to have you bring your hands up in front. So palms are forward. Now we're going to lunge forward. Now we want to lunge safely. So we're going to step with the leg, tighten the abdominals, and then push the arms away. Come on back. And then step with the other foot. So as you move the step forward, the step doesn't have to be giant, right? It's kind of whatever you can handle structurally. So as you step forward, you're going to really pull your abs tight and then push away with your palms. Keep breathing. Remember, if you need to go slower than me, slow down. That's okay. You're going to keep breathing. Step and press. Good. Step and press. So it's always legs, abs, arms. You always want to go ahead and make sure you're stabilizing before you move anything else. Give me 2 more. Good. 1 more set. Step and press. 1 more. Step and press. And then I'm going to have you step back and press back. So make sure you're not going to bump anything. Ready? So you're going to step back and press back. Good. Other foot. Perfect. So again, if you've got anything on the floor that's cumbersome or going to get underfoot, you need to move it out of the way to make sure you're stable and nothing trips up your feet. Good. Keep breathing. Step and press. Remember, it's still leg, abs, arms. Leg, abs, arms. Good. 2 more sets. Leg, abs, arms. Last one. And then bring it on in. Now, I'm going to have you start to bend your knees. As you bend your knees, you can sway your arms, right? Perfect. So the toes are still on the floor here. That's fine with me. If you feel like you want to, you can lift the knees up. Make sure you stand tall. Make sure you're not collapsing in the body, but you're really opening through the chest, finding your breath. If you've got space to move forward and backward, You're gonna go forward for 4 steps, and then you're gonna go ahead and go back for 4 steps. And then you're gonna go forward for 4 steps, and then you're gonna go back for 4 steps. Good, and you're gonna keep breathing as you travel. Good, inhaling and exhaling. Perfect, you got a couple more. And bringing it on back. Give me 2 more. Good, and bring it on back. And take a breath and breathe. Good. Now, we'll stand beside our chair, and we're gonna go ahead and take our feet a little wide. If it feels like you need to go ahead and be behind the chair so you've got more space, do that. If you've got to be in front of the chair for more space, do that, okay? So I'm gonna step next to my chair, and I'm gonna start to tap one toe, tap the other, tap one. So it's just a weight shift. As you shift the weight to the one side, you're really pulling your abdominals tight, you're relying on that leg, and then you're just gently tapping the other toe, okay? So as you shift that weight, just keep working. Now start to reach up with your arms, and up, and up. Now here's the thing, for some of us, our shoulders might be painful. So if that's not working, work at shoulder up, and reach, and reach, and reach. Good, and reach. And tighten those abdominals as you work. Good. Going high if you feel like you can. Going at shoulder height if you feel like you need to. Okay, whatever works for you. And reach, and reach. Couple more, and reach, and reach. One more set, and reach, and reach. And then bring it on back down. Perfect. We're moving behind the chair for a moment. So hands are on the chair. So we're going to turn our feet out slightly. As we do, we want to make sure the knee points the same direction as the toe. We're going to tighten the abdominals, hands are on the chair, and we're going to relax the shoulders a little bit as we sink down, and then we come on back up. So as we get down into this squat, we hinge at the knee, and we send the seat behind us a little bit. Now, it's not that we're leaning, right? We're lowering by hinging at the knee and the hip and sending the seat back. So we're really using the thigh and the hamstrings and the glutes. Your hands are on the chair for support, right? The chair's not going to hold you up though. So you're still really and mostly trying to rely on those legs to take you down and up. And then those abs need to stabilize that spine. You're going to give me 4 to go. Woo, good. 3 to go. Perfect. 2 to go. And 1 to go. And then I'm going to have you come on back up. Good. Now I want you to send one leg out to the side, bring it down. Send the other leg out, bring it down. Send one leg out, send the other leg out. Good. 1 more set. Awesome. Now we're going to stop, put those legs on the floor. Take your feet a little wide so that that movement that we were doing earlier where we shifted our weight from one side to the other side, I want you to go ahead and put that back into place. However, I'm going to have you have your hands on the chair. So shift over to one leg, shift over to the other leg, shift over. Good. Shift over. Now shift, stay, and lift. Hold the leg up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then I want you to shift to the other side. Hold that leg up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shift, stabilize, tighten the abdominals, hold it. Good. It can be an inch off the floor, that's okay. And then shift, hold it. And again, you're just holding those abs tight. Keep breathing. Good. And then bring it on back down. Good. Now, we're going to step away from the chair. We're going to work that balance a little bit more. So we're going to add our arms to it now. We're not going to hold the leg up for long. But what I want you to do is I want you to shift. I want you to reach. Stay in that position for just a moment. Take a breath. Good. And then come on back down. Shift and reach. Stay in that position. Now remember, if you need to shift and go at shoulder height, do that for yourself. Good. Shift and hold at shoulder height. Good. Just working your balance here. Shift and hold. Tighten those abs. The foot's on the floor. Okay? Shift and hold. The foot is still on the floor. Abs are in. Now I want you to go ahead and take those hands back onto that chair. Shift over, lift the leg, and then bring it down. Shift over, lift the leg, and bring it down. Give me 1 more set. Shift over, lift the leg, bring it down. Shift over, lift the leg, bring it down. Good. Shake it out a little. Awesome. So let's go ahead and come behind that chair, or next to that chair, I should say. All right, good. Now, from here, what we're going to do is we're going to turn our toes out. We're going to get down into some little squats again without the chair for balance. If you need to be behind the chair for more support, do that for yourself. Otherwise, you're over here. Now, we're going to go ahead and make sure. See how my tool came out from under the chair? I'm going to go ahead and put that back under. We want to make sure nothing is out from under the chair, nothing is underfoot to cause any problems for us. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down a little squat. We're going to come up. We're going to reach our arms to one side, and we're going to tap one toe. We're going to come back down, a little squat. We're going to reach up. We're going to tap the back toe. So we're going to come down. We're going to come up out of the squat. We're going to tap the toe. Good. Come down into the squat. Come up. Tap the toe. So remember, if you can't lift your arms out, you're going to send your arms forward. So you're going to go in a little diagonal with those arms, right? Either up or out to the side. You're going to shift and step out. Shift and step out. Good. Shift and step out. One more time. shift and step out. Good, last one, shift and step out. And then bring it on back in, shake it out again. Good, now I'm gonna have you start to bend those knees again, one more time. Perfect, so as we march, we're gonna stand tall, we're gonna move with the shoulders. Hands can be straight or in a fist, whatever's more comfortable. Now march your feet a little bit wide. And then march your feet back to narrow. And then go ahead and march your feet a little bit wide. And then march your feet back to narrow. Two more. March your feet a little bit wide. And then march your feet back to narrow. And then we're gonna stop and take a breath. Good. Let's have a seat on that chair, everybody. So we're gonna have a seat. We can turn to the side. First thing I'm gonna have you do is kind of just check into how you're feeling. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit warmed up. Now I'm gonna have a little sip of water. If you've got some water, you should do that as well. And if you don't have water, you might want to pause the video and go grab some and then bring it on back, because you really should have water while you're working. Okay, let's go ahead and put that water bottle back underneath the chair. And the first thing we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna go ahead and bring out the ball. Okay, so we're gonna bring out the ball first, and we're gonna go ahead and turn to the front. Good. Now from here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the ball, we're gonna place it between the thighs. Good. Now, once we're here, we're gonna have a seat on the chair about midway back, okay? We don't wanna be all the way against the chair back because we can't really hold the ball. Maybe you can, you're taller than me. But for me, that's a little too compressive, so I need to be a little bit more toward the center. You also don't wanna be to the front of the chair because then the chair could tilt and lift up off the floor, right? So you wanna kind of be in the middle. Now, ideally you're on a sturdier chair than one of the folding chairs. So maybe you're on your dining room chair, that's good. We want something a little more sturdy, that's great. But make sure you can't tilt it and it can't go sideways. So if it's unstable, you need to get a stable chair, all right? Now, tighten your abdominals with me and then just start to squeeze and squeeze, good. And squeeze, perfect. And squeeze, perfect. Keep breathing. Really squeeze it, good. Tighten those abdominals for me, got 6 to go. Make those shoulders roll back, keep that chest nice and open. Give me 2 more. And 1 more. Now I'm gonna have you raise your heels up. Come onto your tippy toes. Abs are in. And squeeze again for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put your heels back down, take a breath. Good. We're gonna take that object out. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to start to send it under one leg, under the other. So if you've got a towel there, if you've got the ball, right, if you've got a little pillow, do your best. If your pillow's kind of big, you're gonna wanna try to get a smaller object to work with, right? You might even have to kind of tie together a sweater, make it into a ball formation. That works as well. Good, you got a couple more of these. Good, 1 more set. Oopsie, try not to drop it. Bear with me. All right, good. And then you're gonna come back up. That happens in the classroom more than I like to tell people, right? Okay, good. So from here, we're gonna hold that ball in front of us. Now we're gonna hold it with our palms, and we're gonna press in with our palms, and then we're gonna squeeze with the fingertips. Palms, fingertips. So I just want you to go ahead and whatever object you have, squeeze it with the palms and the fingertips. Now sit nice and tall with me. Ready? What I want you to send one leg out, send the other leg out. Send one leg out, send the other leg out. Good. Send one leg out, send the other leg out. You got it. Perfect. Keep breathing. Squeeze, squeeze. Good. Squeeze, squeeze. Hang in there. Squeeze, squeeze. Good. Squeeze, squeeze. Couple more. Squeeze, squeeze. 1 more set. Squeeze and squeeze. And then I'm gonna have you hold it back down. Good. Now, I want you to take your feet a little bit wide. Now, without lifting our hip up off the floor, we're gonna reach over to one side with the ball, come on back down. We're gonna reach over to the other side with the ball, come on back down. So I want you to kind of reach and bring it in. Make sure both sides of the seat stay on the chair, ready? So you're gonna add the same side leg, reaching out a little bit. Good. So the leg reaches out on a diagonal, right? You're gonna reach. Perfect. Now you're going to tighten your abdominals. Remember, if you can't go high, you go out at shoulder height. That works as well. You're going to keep breathing. Good. Inhale and exhale. Reach. Good. Reach. 1 more set. Reach. Good. And reach. Bring it on down. Take a breath and breathe. Good. Go back to that. Ready? We're going to start to pass the ball back under the legs again. Good. You got it. Keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. You got a few more. Inhale, exhale. Couple more. Good. Keep breathing. Perfect. Woo, we got a couple more sets. Good. 1 more set. Great. And then bring it on back down. Good. Now start to squeeze. Palms, fingertips. Palms, fingertips. Start to step those feet forward again. Keep breathing. Sit tall. Abs are in. You got this. Good. Keep going. Perfect. Forward, forward. Good. Keep those hands active. Good. You got a few more. Good. 2 more. Now see if you can take the arms out a little bit, right? So the arms are a little bit more forward of you. Right there, it's gonna be just a little more challenge for your core. So you're gonna tighten those abdominals to stabilize that spine as your feet are moving and your hands are going. Good, 2 more, perfect. 1 more, good. And then you're gonna bring it on back in, good. Now, again, we're gonna take the feet a little wide. We're gonna kind of reach, good, and reach. Now add those legs to it, out, and out, good, and out. Perfect. Remember, go at shoulder height if that's better for you. Keep breathing. Good. Now as that leg reaches out, see if you can lift it. Lift it. Good. Lift it. So instead of just tapping the floor, you can add on by lifting the foot up slightly. If that's too much for anything, your hip, your knee, your back, right? Go back to just tapping the heel. But if you can, you're going to have the foot kick out a little. Kick out a little. Good. Kick out a little. Couple more. Kick out a little. 1 more. Kick out a little. And then bring it on back down. Good. All right, ready? So we're going to take the ball next and we're going to place it between the calves. All right, once we've got it between the calves, we're going to lean back into our chair a little bit. So you do want to make sure you got a chair that's got something to lean back into, right? You're not on a stool. Now, I'm going to hold onto my chair. You can hold on with bent elbows. It's kind of whatever works. My chair's kind of a little low. Like, all right, so we're going to lift up our heels, tighten our abdominals, and we want to just go ahead and start to squeeze and squeeze. So you're trying to pull the knees closer together. Unlikely that they're going to touch, depending on the size of the object that you got between those calf muscles. But I want you to tighten the abs as you work. Give it 3 more, 2 more, 1 more. Lower the heels, sit up, shake that out a little bit. Good. All right, beautiful. Let's lean back again. Tighten the abdominals. Raise the heels. This time, I want you to see if you can lift one leg up, put it down. Lift the other, put it down. Lift one leg, put it down. Lift the other, put it down. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. 2 more. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Bring it on back down. Take a breath and breathe. Shake that out a little bit. Good. Okay. Ready? So if you need to adjust the object, you're going to put it back into place 1 more time. All right. We are going to go ahead and lean back again. All right. Heels are high. Take a nice deep breath. Good. Now, I'm going to have you try to walk your feet together on this one. Okay, see if you can, and then press in. Press in. So whatever it is, you're just trying to press, right? The knees are not going to get nearly as close together as they did the first time. That's okay. But see where you're feeling it. Hopefully those inner thighs. Hopefully up in those abs, right? Really tighten the stomach to support the spine here. Keep breathing. 6, 5, 4. Toes are on the floor. 3, 2, 1. Put the heels down. Come on up. Shake that out a little bit. Take a breath. Woo! Good. All right, ready? So this time we're going to lean back again. Abs are strong. We're going to send the legs long. Okay, ready? So what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you flex your feet. Good. And I'm going to have you go ahead and bring one knee in a little bit and put it back on the floor. Bring the other knee in a little bit. So whatever object it is there, it's going to move around a little bit. It's going to roll. That's fine. You're pulling one knee in a little. Good. Pulling the other knee in a little. Woo. Tighten the abdominals, stabilize the spine. Always have 1 foot on the ground. If the object falls out, don't worry about it. You can legitimately do this without the object, right? You can just pull one knee in. Good, pull one knee in. Tighten the stomach, stabilize that spine with me. You got 1 more set. Good, 1 knee up, perfect. Then the other. Put the feet down, and then you're gonna come on back up. Yeah, and if your ball fell out or your tool fell out, you're not gonna worry about that too much. Okay, so let's take our ball, let's place it behind our back. So we want to put it between our chair back and our back. If that's kind of high for you in your chair, that's okay. If it's kind of below your rib cage and it's kind of behind your belly button, that's ideal. So I would prefer it be right here. If it has to be up there a little bit, that's okay too. But we just want to have it kind of pressed between our chair and our chair back, okay? I guess our chair back and our back. Ours across the chest. You know what I mean. Okay, all right. So elbows in the direction of the knees, right? So as we work, we pull the abs back, we press back into the ball. So your body might only move 2 inches. That's fine. It's not about the elbows touching the knee. It's about just going in that direction and really recruiting those abs. So pull your abs tight as you kind of curl forward and then stack up through that spine. Pull your abs tight as you curl forward and stack up through the spine. Pull the abs in as you curl and then come on back up. 1 more time. Pull your abs in as you curl, and then come on back up. Only change we're making. We're going to raise those heels. Ready? So we're going to curl forward and lift the heels, and then lower the heels. Good. Curl forward, lift the heels, and then lower the heels. Give me 2 more. Curl forward to lift the heels, and lower. 1 more time. Curl forward to lift, and then go ahead and lower those heels, and shake it out a little bit. Take a breath. Awesome. So from here, we're going to take that ball out, and we're going to stand. So you're going to come on out away from your chair. Now, if you've got a pillow, that's going to be fine. If you've got a rolled up shirt, that's fine too. If it doesn't flop over, it should be no big deal. What we're going to do is take those feet a little wide. We're going to start to tap. And what I want you to do is throw and catch, throw and catch, throw and catch. Now, you're going to worry about the ball. You're not going to worry about your feet. You're just shifting your weight again, right? Your entire foot can stay on the floor and you can shift the weight. That's perfectly fine. If you feel like you can do the toe tap at the same time, try that. Don't worry if you drop the ball. It's not a big deal, okay? Keep breathing. Inhale, exhale. Good. Just make sure it doesn't trip you up, right? So if you drop it, you just pick it back up. Good. Inhale, exhale. Couple more. Inhale, exhale. If you have a ceiling fan above you right now, it would be a bad idea to throw the ball that high. I will say that. That could turn into a disaster, right? You might knock over some pictures. That sounds like it's funny, but I bet it wouldn't be, right? Usually in the gyms, you know, the ceiling fans are way high. You couldn't even possibly throw the object up that high. But in your house, that might be a little bit of a different story. Good. All right, 2 to go. Good. 1 to go. And then bring it on back and take a breath. Awesome. Let's go behind that chair. So once we're behind the chair, again, I'm going to make sure my toes are tucked under, that there's nothing can get underfoot. I want you to take the ball, the towel, or the pillow, and you're going to place it between the thighs. Okay? So from here, we're going to place those hands on the chair. Toes are turned out a little bit. Abs are in. We're going to bend the knees. We're going to come on down, and then we're going to come up. Good. Bend the knees. So we're taking it down into that little squat. We're really thinking about, as we hinge at the hip and the knee, we squeeze the thighs and the glutes to go down and up. We make sure we tighten the abs and stabilize that spine. Good. This time when you come down, you're going to stay down here with me. Tighten those abs for me. Squeeze the object. Ready? So press in. Press in. Tighten the stomach real tight. Make sure you're stabilizing the spine. Remember, you can always take a break if you need it. You've got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then you're going to come on back up. Awesome. Take that out. And then you're going to come on back over and you're going to meet me back on your chair, everybody. We're going to have a little seat. Great. So let's turn to the side. Let's put the ball under our chair wherever we can. Make sure it's nice and stable. And then you're going to go ahead and mine is flying all over. You're going to have a little sip of water again. So go ahead and have that for yourself. And again, if you didn't have your water bottle, maybe you want to go grab it and bring it on back. Whew. I love this water bottle. It's my husband's. I think now it's mine. All right, we're going to turn to the side and place that water bottle under the chair. Weights are next. So you're going to turn to the side, and again, you're going to bring those up. And again, if you've got anything else you need to secure under there, secure it. Make sure it's out of your way, but it's under there. Awesome. So from here, you're going to turn back and face me. Okay. So from there, we want to sit in the center of the chair again. So not all the way against the chair back, not all the way forward where we could tip it, but right about the middle. Now to begin, I'm going to have you turn your palms up. I want you to relax your shoulders and sit tall. So we don't want to collapse. We want to really look for a nice posture. We're going to tighten those abdominals. Awesome. We're going to send the arms out and then bring them back in. So the arms are going to reach and then we're going to pull them back. Now, if you decide the weights are too much, you can always omit the weights, put the weights back under your chair and just work without them. But as long as that feels good for you, what I want you to do is send one leg out. Send the other leg out. Now, you can just kind of step it out too if that's a better modification for you and your back, right? If you're using a heavier weight, maybe this is a little too much to lift the foot. So you tap it, right? But if you can lift, you'll lift and lift. Woo, and lift. Good. And lift. And as subtle as these weights are, right? Even a couple of pounds can be a lot. So just do what you can. Pull your abs tight. Keep your shoulder blades together. Give me 2 more. Good. 1 more. And bring it on back and take a little breath and breathe. Whew. Good. All right. So now we're going to tuck in those elbows. Ready? What I'm going to have you do is lift your arms to the side. Bring them back down. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Now I'm going to have you scoot your legs close together here. If you can, the knees open when the elbows open. Open. Good. Open. Perfect. And you can kind of come up onto your tippy toes with that if you'd like to. Right, so your knees can kind of turn out a little easier. Good. Give it 6. Give it 5. Give it 4. Woo. Give it 3. Give it 2. Give it 1. And then bring it on back down and in. Take a little breath. Awesome. So you're going to turn your palms back. You're going to sit up there nice and tall. I want you to start to run. As you run those feet, you're going to press the weights back a little bit. You're going to hold it. Take a breath and breathe. And then release it back down. You're going to press the weights back and hold it. Take a breath. And then release. One more time, you're going to press it back and hold it. And then release it and take a nice deep breath. Good. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to make sure we can reach up on both sides, and we want to make sure we can reach down on both sides. So if you have a chair that's got handles or something, that might be a little bit something you have to kind of work around. Now, with these weights, we are going to place our feet hip distance apart, And what we're gonna do is one arm's gonna go up, the other arm's gonna go down. Remember, you can always modify if going up doesn't work for you, you can go out. If the weight feels like it's too heavy to do this, put the weights under the chair. You're trying to keep both sides of the seat glued, and you're trying to really work your waist to pull you up, and then you're gonna go ahead and pull your waist to kind of bring you down. So you're kind of fighting gravity here in both directions. So let's start with our left arm up and our right arm down. Ready? So we are gonna go ahead and send that left arm up, the right arm down. Keep the sits bones down. Pull the abs tight as you come back in. And then I want you to go the other way. Good. Now, your eyes can stay forward. That's perfectly fine. If you feel comfortable and balanced and like it wouldn't make you fall out of the chair, you can actually kind of look up at the hand. If that's not feeling good, you can look down, right? That's okay too. You can just keep your eyes on me if that works out better. But I want you to pull your abs tight, keep your feet grounded on the floor, keep your sits bones grounded on your chair. Give me 2 more. Good. And give me 1 more, and then bring it on back in and take a breath and breathe. Good. All right, we're gonna lean back slightly. We're gonna tighten our abdominals. I want you to take the weights out to the front. They can be in some if they need to be, right? Whatever works for you, wherever it's not problematic for anything. You're gonna cross and cross and cross and cross. Good. Tighten those abdominals for me. Give it 6 more. Give it 5, give it 4, give it 3, give it 2, give it 1, and bring it on back in. Take a little breath and breathe. Great. All right, so from here, we are gonna go ahead, walk those feet back together, and take a nice deep breath. All right, I'm gonna have you lift up your heels, tighten your stomach muscles. That's your starting position. Ready? Push one arm up, push the other arm up. Push one arm up, push the other arm up. Push one arm up, push the other arm up. One more time. Good. Now, staying here with your heels high. You're gonna turn your arms out to the side. Push one arm up, push the other arm up. Remember, if going up is too much, go out at a diagonal or go straight forward, okay? Any of those will work. Keep breathing. If it bothers your shoulder, you adjust, you go lower. Whew, good. Keep the heels high, keep breathing. Give me 2 more. Good, and give me 1 more and come on down. Awesome. Now I want you to take the weights to the side. Take a nice deep breath. I want you to lift up your heels again, tighten your abdominals, take a breath. Good. And what I want you to do is I want you to bicep curl. Good. Bicep curl. Good. Bicep curl. Keep breathing. Bicep curl. 5 more. Good. 4 more. 3. Woo. 2. We got 1 more. Awesome. And then we're bringing it back down. Great. Let's stand up. Let's come on out of that chair. So we're going to come to the side. Good. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add some lunges to it. So we're going to lunge forward. We're going to push up the same side arm, right? Make sure you tighten your abs and you stabilize your back. So we're going to go ahead and start by pressing forward, stepping that arm forward. And you're going to lunge forward with the other leg and lift. Lunge forward and lift. Good. Now, if it feels more natural for you to lift the opposite side arm, don't let that stop you. That's okay. You're going to keep breathing. Good. Step and lift. Good. Step and lift. Couple more. Step and lift. Good. Step and lift. 1 more set. Step and lift. Good. And step and lift. And then bring it on back in and down. Awesome. Now, we're going to lunge back. We're going to do little kickbacks with our arms as we do. So you're going to tighten your abs. Make sure you got that clear pathway back. Ready? Bend your knees. Step back. Straighten both arms. Come on back in. Step back. Straighten both arms. Good. Now, if that is too much, go to 1 arm. Okay? And that's okay too. But I want you to tighten your abdominals. If those weights feel like they're too much at the shoulder, the wrist, or the elbow, you adjust down to no weights or at least to 1 arm. Good. So you're stepping back, pressing back. Stepping back, pressing back. Good. Step it back, press it back. Step it back, press it back. 1 more set. Step back, press back. Step back, press back. And bring it on back in. Turn those palms forward. Take a nice deep breath. So I want you to tap 1 toe, tap the other. Tap 1, tap the other. So 1 foot's on the floor, 1 toe's on the floor. Start to bicep curl. Good. Stand tall. Tighten the abdominals. Keep breathing. Good. Inhale, exhale. Remember, if it's too much, you can always omit the feet. Good. Keep breathing. Tap, tap, good. Tap, tap. You got this. Couple more. Good. Open up through that chest. Awesome. 1 more set. And bring it on back down. Awesome. So we're going to step a little bit behind or in front of our chair. We want to make sure we got a clear pathway on both sides. We're not going to bump anything. So if you're next to your chair, I don't want you to smash your hand. That's why you have to step either behind it or in front of it. Okay, we're going to take a little bit of a wide stance with our feet. We're going to turn the toes out some. I want you to hinge over to the right slightly, float up the right arm, bring it on down, and then shift to the center. Then I want you to shift over to the left. Raise up the left arm, bring it on down, shift back to the center. If the shift in the knees and the ankles and hips doesn't feel good, stay still. right? I just want you to work on lifting the arm. So you're gonna go over to one side to lift, tighten the abs. Go to the other side to lift, tighten the abs. So again, if you decide maybe your hip and your knee and your ankle aren't enjoying it, you stay still, you just work from the shoulder. You're gonna keep breathing. Inhaling and exhaling. Perfect. Tighten those abs with me, everybody. We got a few more. And lift. Good. And lift. Couple more sets. And lift. Good. And lift. One more set. And lift. And lift. And then bring it on back in. Take a breath. Good. Last one we're going to do. Arms to the front. We're going to relax the shoulders. Soften the elbows a little bit. Good. Keep a little bend in the knees. I want you to go over to one side, open the arm, bring it to the front. Go to the other side, and then bring it to the front. So you can keep a little bend in your elbow, tightening your abdominals. If the weight shift is bothering you, you stay still, you just work. Think about those upper shoulder blades really working hard. Keep breathing. Couple more of these. Open and open. 2 more sets. And open. Good. And open. 1 more set. And open. You got it. And open and bring it in. Take a breath. Awesome. So let's come on over to that chair and let's have a seat. Once we're in the chair, we're going to scooch a little to the left, right? So instead of being center, we're going to scoot over some. And the reason for that is we want to make sure that that left arm has a clear pathway there, okay? We want to make sure we're not going to take our hand and smash our hand back into the chair. So you got to scooch a little to the edge. Now, not so far that you can slide off the chair, right? So you do want to stay mostly centered, but you want to make sure you got a clear pathway there. So hinge forward, you're going to have your right arm on your legs. Take your left hand down by the side. And again, check to make sure your pathway is good. Start to pull back. Pull back. So you're going to tighten those abdominals as you work. Lift. Lift. 5 more. Lift. Lift. Good. Lift. 2 more. Lift. Keep it lifted. Straighten it and bend it. Straighten and bend. Woo. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1 more, and 10. Bring it down and in, take a breath. All right, we're scooting over to the right side. So we're gonna scoot over. We're gonna make sure we got a clear pathway there, okay? All right, so that left arm's going down into the legs. Abs are tight. We're gonna send that right arm down to the side and start to pull back. Pull back, good. Pull back, you got it. Pull back, keep breathing. 4, 5, hang in there. 6, 7, you're doing great. 8, 9, you got 1 more, and 10. Take it up, start to straighten and bend. Straighten and bend, good. 3, keep breathing. 4, 5, hang in there. 6, good. 7, woo, 8, 9, 1 more, and 10. And then bring it on back down, take a breath. Great. Let's turn to the side. Let's go ahead and place our weights underneath of the chair. Again, make sure they're nice and secure. They're not going to roll around. Not going to cause you any trouble. Not coming out from under. While you're there, you can also bring out your water and have a little sip. Okay, we've got 1 more section to get to. Ready? All right. So from here, you're going to go ahead, put that back under the chair. Okay, make sure your tools are all under. I want to move into a little bit of cardio work. So remember, you want to be in your chair. You don't want to be so far forward that the chair can tip. You also don't want to be all the way back against the chair because it's just going to be a little harder to run without kind of getting in your back. So tighten up your abdominals, really sit tall. I'm going to scoot forward so about half my thighs off the chair, my seat, and the other half of my thighs on the chair. So we want to make sure that we don't collapse. We want to find that opportunity for our lungs to really inflate. So I'm going to tuck in your elbows, relax your shoulders, start to move your feet. Now you can move your arms too. Good. If you want to do that, that's great. Make sure you don't bump anything. All right. Now I like to keep my hands straight. It's just kind of on my wrists, my fingers. But if it feels better to be in a fist, you can be in a fist, right? It's just kind of up to you. You're going to keep breathing, inhaling and exhaling. Good. 6 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stop your feet. Now you can plant them a little bit wide. Tighten your abdominals. Press into your thighs. Press into your foot. Squeeze to stand. And then squeeze to control it back down. So I want you to control it as you push into that whole foot to come up. Push into that whole foot. Tighten the abs to come down. So your thighs and glutes are, again, what are taking you down and up, right? But make sure that you really engage that core as well. When you come down, stay down. Start to run again. Good. And you're going to keep breathing. Inhaling and exhaling. Perfect. You got this. Keep breathing. Good. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stop the feet. Hands on the thighs again. Tighten the abdominals. Push into that whole foot to come up. Now again, if you can't quite do it, don't worry about it. Just do your best. Just kind of squeeze the thighs and the glutes. Good. Give me one more. Coming up. And then controlling it to come down. Start to run again. Woo. Good. Keep breathing. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. You got this. Shoulders relaxed. Inhale, exhale. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Plant the feet. Hands on the thighs. Abs are in. Now, we're going to push in. We're going to stand up. Squeeze those glutes to come on back down. 2 more. Squeeze to stand. And squeeze to come down. Once more. Squeeze to stand. Squeeze to come on back down. Take a breath and breathe. Awesome. Good. So we should be a little more warmed up. All right, good. So we are going to go ahead and get to some jumping jacks here on the chair. So we're going to tighten our abdominals. We've got our feet in the front. We've got our arms down by our sides. If you can't move at the shoulder, do it. But if that's not working for you, your shoulder's causing you discomfort, move from your elbow. Okay? So you're going to tighten your abdominals. Abs are strong. And I want you to start to go out and in, out and in, out and in, out and in, out and in. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it on down. Take a little breath and breathe. Good. All right, you're going to go ahead and take your arms out to the side. Ready? We're going to draw little figure 8s with the arms. Good. Itty bitty. Keep breathing. Inhale, exhale. Woo. Good. Keep that heartbeat going. Good. 6 to go. 5 to go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it on back down. Take a breath. Okay, ready? Back to your jumping jacks. Abs are in. So we're going to go ahead and go for 1, for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. 10. Take a breath and breathe. Whew. Good. Arms are back out. Again, figure 8s. 1, 2. Good. 3. And again, you can make it smaller. That's okay. Just draw that little figure 8. Good. If you want to make it a little bit bigger, as long as that shoulder's okay with it, remember you can work lower. You can bend those elbows in if you need to. 2 more. Good. 1 more, and then rest. Take a breath. Great. You're going to meet me standing next. So we are going to come on back up. We're going to do another jumping jack. But this one looks a little different. This one's called a cross jack. So you're going to go ahead and cross one arm over the other, okay? And that's what I want you to go ahead and find. So you're going to go ahead. When you do that, you're going to kick one heel up toward the seat. Okay, so that's what you're going to do. Just shift from one leg to the other leg, drawing that heel up in that direction. Okay, make sure your abs stay strong. Ready? So we're going to cross to kick, 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 cross to kick. You got it. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. 1 more. Inhale, exhale, and then take it down. Take a little breath. All right, so the next one is kind of like downhill skiing. So it's important that we want to make sure we're not going to bump anything. I'm going to turn to the side for a moment, but I'm actually going to have you do it this way next to your chair, okay? But I want to turn to the side so you can see. And I'm going to step a little behind my chair so I've got nothing I can bump into. So you've got 2 ways of doing it, right? You can go ahead and have the opposite arm and the opposite leg forward and then switch, which is pretty balanced. You're going to have to really tighten up your abdominals there. The other option is that the same side arm and leg will be forward and the same side will be back. That's a little bit less balanced. So I would try to do your one arm forward and the opposite leg back, right? And then all that's going to happen is that you're going to go ahead. Sorry, I'm trying to confuse myself. There we go. And you'll step, and you'll step, and you'll just sway those arms. Remember, if you need to bend at the elbows here, that's going to be just fine. All right, so I'm going to have you face me and make sure there's nothing behind you or in front of you that's going to be a problem. And you're not going to swing your arms and bump your chair. If you are, scoot a little further away. Step your right foot forward and your left arm forward. And then step your right foot back and your left arm back. Ready? And then I just want you to switch, switch, switch. So with your feet, one foot goes back, the opposite arm sways forward. That's it. And breathe, and breathe, and breathe. Good, and breathe, and breathe. Keep going, breathe. Breathe, good, breathe, breathe, 2 more, breathe, breathe, keep going. Good, 2 more sets. Good, 1 more set. And then bring it on back down, take a breath. All right, back to those cross jacks again. So feet a little wide, arms in front. You're going to cross the arms, kick the heel up. Cross and kick. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. and back to go skiing. Ready? So again, your right foot goes forward, your left foot goes back, your abs are tight, your left arm's forward, good. And then your right arm is back. Yeah, there we go. All right, ready? And then you're gonna switch and switch and switch. So you'll step one foot forward, then you'll send the other foot back. You'll sway the arms through the movement as you go. Breathe, 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 breathe. Good, breathe, breathe, breathe. Tighten those abs. Good. Ski, ski, ski. Good. You're headed for that finish line. Good. Keep breathing. Good. Couple more. Good. One more set. And then bring it on down and take a breath. Awesome. I'm going to have you meet me down on your chair, everybody. Whew. Good. Okay. So from here, I want you to just go ahead and start by stepping one foot out to the side, stepping the other out, bring it in, out, out, in, out, in. Now take those arms to the side. Good. When the feet go out, the arms are coming in. Ready? Out, in, out, in. Good. Keep breathing. Good. Arms are moving out, legs are moving in. If they're not working the same, that's fine. They can move the same. Good. I perfectly just want you to move your arms out and in. Keep going. Breathe through it. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more set. Inhale, exhale. One more set. Inhale and exhale. Bring it down. Good. All right. Perfect. All right. Let's go ahead and start with some stretches. So let's go ahead and start to reach up and stretch to one side. Reach up and stretch to the other. Reach up and stretch. Reach up and stretch. Give me two more. Reach to stretch. Reach to stretch. And then I'm going to have you steady your feet. Arms out to the side. Reach one arm down a little bit closer to the floor and then come on back up. Reach one arm down a little closer to the floor. Come on back up. You're just kind of stretching out your waist here a little bit. Good. Keep breathing. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. Just finding your breath. Good. And keep going. Roll those shoulders back a few times. Good. And I'm going to have you go ahead and send your arms out to the front. You're going to start to draw little circles with your hands, both directions. Good. Stretch out the fingers, make a gentle fist. Now the fist is real gentle. You're not trying to squeeze anything out. You're just trying to open the fingers, release and stretch. Good. Bring your hands under your left thigh. Lift up your left leg. Start to circle that left ankle for me. Good. And circle the other direction. And then I'm going to have you point and flex a couple times. Good. And then I want you to bring that leg on down. Switch. Take your hands under the other thigh. Start to circle that ankle. Good. And then circle the other way. And then I want you to point and flex a few times. Good. And bring that leg on down. Send that left leg long. Hinge forward under the right leg. Start to point and flex. So as you reach through the toe and then reach through the heel, really stretching out that calf. Good. Give me a couple more of those. Good. And then I'm going to have you come on back up. Switch. Send the right leg long. Hinge forward onto your left thigh and point and flex. Make sure you're still seated on that chair, nice and stable. Good. Two more times. One more time. Whew. And then come on back up. Let's go ahead and turn over here to our right side. So once you do, you'll have your left leg kind of to the front of your chair. Now, you're not going to lean toward the edge of your chair. You're going to lean back toward the back of your chair. So I'm going to have you hinge forward onto your right leg. Keep leaning to your right. And then you can see if you can slide the left leg back a little bit. Take a breath. Good. Inhaling and exhaling. And then I'm going to have you go ahead and bring your left leg to meet the right leg. Sit up. Hands are going to go to the back of the chair. You're going to spiral. You're going to look over your right shoulder. Take a breath. And then release. And let's walk our feet over to the other side. Good. Once we're there, we're going to go ahead and send our right leg to the side. You're going to hinge forward onto the left. Leaning back toward the back of your chair. So leaning in. And then you can try to slide the right leg back. Good. Perfect. And then I'm going to have you bring your right leg to meet your left leg. You're going to sit up. Hands on the back of your chair, and you're going to spiral to look over your left shoulder. Take a breath. Good. And then release it back to the front. Good. And what I want you to do next is I want you to extend one leg, circle out the ankle, bring it down. Extend the other leg, circle out the ankle, bring it down. One more time. Send it out, little circles. Bring it down. Send it out, little circles. Good. And again, I'm going to have you step one foot out to the side. Good. Then I want you to go ahead and bring it in. Step the other foot out to the side. Bring it in. One more time. One foot out and bring it in. Then one foot out and bring it in. Start to roll your shoulders up, back, down, and around. Good. Perfect. Need two more. One more. Try to breathe. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. And then shrug up, drop. Shrug up, drop. Now when you shrug, you're not trying to shrug it up to your ears. You're just moving your shoulders around in the socket. Give me one more. Good. And then I just want you to breathe. Good. Take that chin down toward the chest. Take the head over to one side. Take it forward to the other side. Good. So gently bring it forward, move your head to one shoulder, gently forward to the other shoulder. And again, this is a gentle movement. We got one more. Good, that head's coming up, taking a breath. Good, turn your head, look over to one side, bring it center. Turn your head, look to the other side, bring it to the center. One more set. Good. Perfect. And then I'm gonna have you reach your arms out to me. What I want you to just pull your abs back a little bit, tuck your chin, look down at your thighs, then place your hands on your legs, press your ribs forward, look up toward the ceiling. Do that again. Arms out, pull your abs in, get a little stretch for your back, a little cat stretch there if you can. Hands on the thighs, press the ribs forward, lift the chin. We're gonna do that one more time. Ready? Arms are forward. Pull the abs back, kind of stretch the spine. Good, hands on the thigh, press the ribs forward and lift. Take a breath. Now, I'm gonna have you go ahead and close your eyes with me. Take a nice deep breath in through your body. Exhale, blow out through your mouth. Do that 2 more times. Inhale. Try to draw that oxygen down through your ribs into your body. And then exhale, blow it out through the mouth. Now let's try to breathe in for 4 counts this time. So go inhale, 2, 3, 4, and see if you can exhale, blow out through the mouth. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Do it again. Inhale, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. One more time. Inhale, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Open your eyes, take a breath. Inhale and exhale. Good. Good. And then bring everything back down. And you're done. All right, have a great day, and I will see you all soon. Hopefully sooner than later.